Welcome to Climate Check, our regular update on the world's biggest climate stories. Coming up, what fueled this violent typhoon, the April's strongest on record. Mega drought in the US. We'll see if there's any relief forecast in 2021. And vineyards threatened by frostbite in Europe. How are wine growers protecting their crops? Let's start in North America, where around half of the USA, as well as some parts of southern Canada and Mexico, is experiencing a drought, which is classed as exceptional in the southwest. Some researchers say this is part of a naturally occurring, ongoing mega drought that's been gripping the region since the turn of the century and has been made worse by climate change. The US Climate Predictions Center think things are likely to intensify as the drought develops into the northern Rockies and the high plains. In California, the snowpack, which is so vital for feeding rivers and streams, is much smaller than average after another dry winter and the failed summer rains of last year. In Mexico, the Villa Victoria Reservoir, one of the main water supplies to Mexico City, is currently standing at only a third of its normal capacity. These dry conditions are associated with the latest La Nina, the climate pattern that's caused by cooler waters in the equatorial Pacific. But in the West Pacific, La Nina tends to bring larger, more powerful storms, and indeed last month saw the strongest April typhoon on record. Typhoon Surigay produced sustained winds of 140 miles per hour and 17-metre waves. Although it stayed over open waters, it came close enough to the eastern Philippines to bring flooding rainfall and damaging winds. In Europe, the climate monitoring service Copernicus has confirmed it's been the coldest April since 2003, with an unusually high number of frosts. In the UK, some places saw up to 5 times the expected number of frosts, with somewhere falling below freezing every night in the month, and the frosts continued into early May. At this vineyard in southeast England, they've been burning anti-frost candles to protect the delicate buds on the vines.
This is a really important stage to protect our buds, because if we lose our buds, we will directly lose a percentage of our fruit this harvest. The way we control the temperature or influence it is with hundreds of candles. They're deployed in our coldest spots in the vineyard, and it's really simple. We just light them up when the temperature decreases, and we wait until the sun comes up.
It's not only been cold, but provisional data from the Met Office suggests it's also been the UK's sunniest April on record, narrowly beating the previous record, which was set last year. The difference, many people will remember though, is the warmth of April 2020. High pressure dominated in both years, so why has this year been so much colder? It's all down to the position of that high pressure, which last year was often to the north of the UK, allowing mild southeasterly winds. But this year, high pressure has been located to the south or the west, driving in colder northerly winds, often from an Arctic source. As spring rolls into summer in the northern hemisphere, we'll keep a check on how the transition out of La Nina will affect weather patterns around the globe.